What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome to Road to the Final Week 2. It is 6 p.m. and we're going to go and take a look at the brand new Road to the Final team. It's not going to pop up on the screen, is it? It's going to be one of those ones where... Oh, it is. Oh, hold on. It hasn't actually shown the team. Is the team... Sign up... Oh, Volta. Ugh. Bale, Jordi Alba, Martial, Depay, Ciro Immobile. That's 5 of them. That Gareth Bale, I have to do everything to get him, I think. That's actually a good set of 5 players right there. EA haven't tweeted yet, so we're going to go and have a look at the weekly objectives, hopefully some new milestones, but that straight away is some good cards. That Anthony Martial could be a really good card because he'll go up to an 86 off of the first... Oh, the second Road to the Final squad is just 7 players. How dead is that? They've literally done it where they, instead of putting 18 men out from the first set, they've put an 11-man team, and I expected another 11-man team, and they haven't. They've given Hugo Lloris, Jordi Alba, Marquinhos, Gareth Bale, Memphis Depay, Leon Goretzka, who's got a good card up at an 86 and could potentially be a great card, of course, and Thomas Partey for the Champions League, and then for the Europa League, Anthony Martial, Ciro Immobile, and Lucas Torreira, which actually looks like it could be a good card. What I want to have a look at first, though, guys, is new weekly objectives. Let's see what we've got. Tell me they've given us something. Week 1, silver. Week 2, bronze. Bale's story. They actually haven't given anything new for weekly objectives. What about a milestone? No new... Wow. This could be the deadest Road to the Final week ever. And in general, we'll start with the promo packs to see if we can get one. Prime Gold Pairs packs, there's only 5. In general, Road to the Final has been a little bit of a letdown, just with the lack of consistent content regarding Road to the Final. There's been a lot of content in general. We've had like new Player of the Month cards, and is that Varane? Oh, it's Hernandez. It's not bad though. Yeah, new content in general, but we haven't had much themed Road to the Final stuff. No daily SBCs, or no daily SBCs for a while, and we'll check out SBCs in a second. But unless EA just have not put stuff in yet, this is pretty dead. Oh, so we have got some. Oh, so they've said Papu Gomez and player pick SBC are in the game. So oh wow. So yeah, there's an SBC Gomez, 86 rated. For Atalanta. I don't know how well they're doing in their group. He's got a decent card actually, 91 pace and 88 dribbling with decent shooting and passing. We'll take a look at his in-games in a second. He might be worth doing if it's relatively cheap. And then there's a player pick for either Man City's Angelino or Idrissa Gueye from PSG. I hope people pick Idrissa Gueye. He's already up to an 85 rated with unbelievable stats. So if he gets a few upgrades in that PSG team, he could go up to like an 87, 88 come the end of the season, and it could be really, really good. But just generally speaking, I'm a bit sad. That they haven't given us much really, much at all. So there are some new daily SBCs though, so we'll go and pick up those in just a second. Let's get this last 45k pack in, and yeah, I'm blown away that there's no weekly objective player. For Scream, we had Dzeko and Ozil. So I assumed that we'd get Mbabu week 1 and then someone week 2. And it seems like they've just completely gone against that and decided that they're going to give nothing for week 2. Unless they give something after the Mbabu expires, which is possible because the Mbabu's there for like another 3 days, right? So if we go back into season objectives, so yeah, he's there for 3 more days. Maybe they give something out on Monday when he expires. I don't know, but I really expected another player SBC coming in today. Lots to still do on this account. No milestone again. Let's have a look if there's new league SBCs. Let's see, squad builder challenges. We'll go to the league SBCs first and see if there's anything new there. So no new league SBC either. So it's been a bit of a slow promo this time around. So in terms of live content, that Thiago Silva player of the month came out yesterday. He's not too expensive. He's about 60k. Personally, I don't think he's valuable. The new team of the week upgrade is back, which when they released it yesterday, it required an inform. It doesn't anymore. It wasn't supposed to require an inform. I still don't think this is worth it. You know, an 83 rated squad is going to come in around 20 to 30k. And this SBC pack contains a player from week 1 to 8 all this week. And as we discussed in that video yesterday, it's just really bad value because there are probably, I'd say somewhere close to about 40 to 50 just discard, maybe even more, maybe like 60 discard level players, and then about 20 players that are worth more than the SBC will cost. So it's not really worth it that well. In terms of road to the final though, we got Break the Net for a small prime election players pack, Get Your Kicks for a UCL rare player, which doesn't look like good value for money straight away. Road to their first final. So this is what I wish they did for. Oh wait, it's not yet. So this is not when they offered Willian or Vinicius Jr. You got to pick one, and that was the vote for an SBC. This time you actually get a player pick pack. So you can either choose Idrissa Gueye or Angelino. It requires an 84 rated squad, an 85 rated squad, and an 86 rated squad. That is pretty intense. I don't think I have enough in the club to complete that. And then Gomez, road to the final, Gomez, 3 segments needed for him, 83, 84, and 85. And it offers an election players pack, a premium mixed players pack, and a rare gold pack. Let's have a look at his in-games to determine whether or not I think he's going to be worth it. 4-star is really good straight off the bat, and his dribbling's pretty good. What I'd want to see is how well he's looking like doing in the Champions League, and whether or not we're looking like Atalanta might qualify. So they're in Group C. They are not qualifying. They are 1 point from 4 games. Dinamo Zagreb and Shakhtar Donetsk both have 5 points, but they have to play each other yet, I believe. No, they don't. So if Atalanta do win both games, they could potentially get through, but I very much doubt it. 1 point from 4 games already, so they've already lost and drawn to Zagreb and Shakhtar. Who did they lose to before? So they drew with City. That's their only point against City. They drew with they lost to City 5-1. They lost to Shakhtar Donetsk at home, and then they lost 4-0 away to Dinamo Zagreb. So they're obviously not playing well. So yes, what will happen is this card will, they probably won't even get third. So this is probably I'm not even going to do this SBC. This is probably the deadest SBC you could ever put out there. They're a team that's unlikely to qualify, and always the benefit is if they don't qualify through to the first round of the Champions League knockouts, they'll get demoted to a Europa League card. They'll miss out on one upgrade path, but then if their team's good enough, they'll still go through and get upgrades, right? So in the likes of Chelsea's group, if the Chelsea, like 3 teams on 7 points in that group, if a Chelsea player doesn't qualify for the first round of the knockouts, all of a sudden they drop down to a Europa League card, they get the Europa League orange card, they'll change, and then they can carry on getting upgrades, and you would expect Chelsea to go far in the Europa League because they'd be one of the strongest squads. If Atalanta can't even finish third, which is looking very unlikely in their group, this SBC would be a literal waste of coins. All you'd be getting is an 86 rated Gomez, and it's going to come in quite expensive. You're going to be looking at about 120k, maybe 150,000 coins, just off the top of my head. I don't know for sure what it's going to come in at, and I don't think that's worth it. However, what else have we got here? Nothing else there. The player pick pack here. We will complete this one, and then we've got Break the Net and Get Your Kicks, and that's for 2 relatively smaller packs. 6 players from 1 club, max. 3 players from the same nation, minimum 1. 1 Champions League common or rare player, and a 75 rated squad. So basically a gold squad from a league for a pack that gives you 6 players, 3 gold, 3 rare. Even that, man, they are going out of their way to make sure every SBC is terrible value, and I don't know why. The next SBC that's on offer is Get Your Kicks, 3 clubs, 1 rare, all golds, 77 rated minimum squads, same league maximum 4, and all you get from that is 1 UCL rare player. That's it. Like, you're gonna get like some 77 rated CDM from the Greek league. Like, I don't understand how they can think these are good value for coins. They're absolutely not. And I'm gonna just ignore those, and we're just gonna work on road to their first final, because I think that Idrissa Gueye card could be very, very good, assuming that PSG are even doing bits. They're in the group with Real Madrid and Galatasaray. I mean, they basically, they have qualified. They're 10 points clear of Club Rouge with 2 games to go. So Idrissa Gueye is guaranteed to get an upgrade. We need 2 Team of the Week. That's going to be expensive as well. 2 Team of the Week players in an 86 rated squad is going to be absolutely crazy. I thought the screen promo, guys, was very, very, very good. And And I thought the start of the Road to the Final promo was good. And Babu looked good. The team looked good. I was excited for another full set of players coming out this week and another player objective coming out this week. And EA have just massively dropped the ball on this one. Now, we don't need too much chemistry here, which is good. But we do need some high-rated cheap players and some informs. Luis Suarez is super cheap, isn't he? We can actually pop it. I never thought I'd be able to easily put Luis Suarez into an SBC, but this is where we're at right now. Jan Sommer can go in. Hummels can go in as well. That'll be some good chem from those two. Wijnaldum I don't really want to use as far as an inform goes. Marquinhos can go in, although he has a Road to the Final card now, so he might go up in price. We had that, where was that, Thomas Muller? Lacazette I don't want to use. There's a Thomas Muller. Yeah, this Blue Muller we can use as well. We don't need him. I do need one more inform though. This Gomez can go as well. That Gareth Bale card looks good, and I want to go and have a look at the in-game stats on some of these cards as well. Ziyech can go in. I am going to struggle with the rating on some of these cards. I'm going to have to use some cards that I really probably don't want to use. I need another inform as well. Willian's Road to the Final card is there. Do we have an 83 rated inform something? Oh, okay, we'll use Palois there. We can link him to the centre-back. So let's get this team in as we can. We only need 55 chemistry, as I say. That's already an 86 and an 87 that we require for an 86 rated squad. Thomas Muller there is going to be big for the chemistry. Gundogan's going to help a lot for the chemistry as well. We'll pop Luis Suarez up in that striker spot. We'll put Palois in at centre-back, and we'll pop Marquinhos at right-back. That should give some chemistry as well. That's already 47 chemistry. So we're in a good spot there, and Papu Gomez can go in. Ziyech can go in, although we'll pop Neto up top with Suarez. So that's already 52 chemistry, 84 rated. So it just depends on what we need for this last spot. I don't even know what rating we're going to need. It's probably going to have to be an 84 or an 85 rated card. So let's go and see what we've got. We'll get a little batch of players here and see what we can put in. We've got a lot of cards in this account now, which is nice. We've got a lot of like the mid-tier expensive ones, like the Marcelos and stuff. Those ones that aren't quite cheap enough to throw into an SBC, but also aren't really valuable enough to use or don't really have much worth in game. But let's pop an 83 in to see if that's going to take us up to an 86. It does. Let's now see if we can drop a spot here or there. We can't. That's actually absolutely perfect in terms of rating. So an 86 rated squad there, guys. 55 chemistry, 2 Team of the Week players. You only get a mega pack out of that, which, like, as I say, guys, I think EA have done a bad job here. I don't think they've done great at all. Break the Nets come in cheap, 3.5k according to this SBC. Get your kicks at 5.5k. We do get a board out of this. It's not going to be a walkout, though. When you look at some of the player SBCs, like Toko Akambi at 32k, that's good value for a card like that. And then you look at Gomez, he's not a great card, and he's going to come in very, very expensive. Footbin hasn't quite updated yet, but the first squad is coming in at about 25k. The second squad at about 40k. So what is that? An 83 rated, but I think 83 rated squads are going to go up based on the SBCs that are out there right now. But then an 85 rated squad is going to come in as well. So you've got 40, 50, 60, 70. It's going to be about 120k maybe for Gomez, at least. We need another inform from this. Wow. EA really kicking up the informs. They're trying to make them have value, I guess. So we need a Premier League player, a Team of the Week player, and a relatively high rated squad again. So we're going to have to, again, just commit to putting a player or two in that we don't necessarily want to put in. So we'll pop in Casemiro first. Don't want to use any of those for informs. Don't want to use any of those for informs. Don't really want to use any of these players at all. We might have to go out onto the market and pick up some players, guys. Wijnaldum can go in. That Felipe Anderson can go in. What is this? This is an 85 rated squad, isn't it? Yeah, so we're going to struggle with all of these 84s to put together an 85 rated squad, especially with now 83s moving on and no informs in there yet either. Let's pop him in. I don't really think we have much else going on. We really don't. I don't have any informs at all other than Havertz, but I obviously don't want to throw him in there. I need to stock my club up a lot. I need to spend some time buying all the 85s, 86s, and 84s over this weekend for other SBCs. So let's get Mignolet. Let's pop Chilwell in there as well, just in case we can use him instead over on that left wing back spot. And let's see if we can put this team together. Having Casemiro in there, and then all of these 84s, we actually might be okay. Wijnaldum can go there. Felipe Anderson can go in there. What do we need? 60 chemistry. So the chemistry is not bad either. Serge Gnabry can go in. You can pop Wijnaldum down there as well. We'll be able to get a few more links in. Memphis Depay up top and Visca in as well. So that's our Premier League and Team of the Week. So I might just go and buy. What would we need? We need Socrates. We need Socrates. Oh, don't want low to high. We want high to low and concept on. Yeah, we're gonna need maybe Laporte as well. Laporte might just be a good one to throw in there. Laporte, Socrates, and then anybody else. So that's already an 83 rated squad. Nowhere near on the chemistry. And if we go and get a right back, Seamus Coleman maybe. And I'd be interested to see what the in-game stats are for these two players that we're going to pick up as well. Maybe we get like Azpilicueta as well, so he can go in. So that doesn't quite give us the rating either. We don't need this goalkeeper though, so we can go and get Kepa in goal, and then that should give us everything that we need. And then we're just going to have to go and buy them, sadly, which is going to take a little bit of time. This is where we're going to lazy walk. Wow, Kepa's not enough. He doesn't even give chemistry. That's pretty crazy. I thought he would have been enough and would have given enough chemistry. There you go. That's going to be good enough for the chemistry. We'll just convert no one. There you go. That's perfect for the chemistry. That's just crazily not enough for rating. So we're going to need an 85 rated. I might just go and use Edison. I already have him. We don't really have... There's no 85 rated goalkeeper in the Premier League. We already have an Edison in the club. So that takes us to an 85. And we would be able to get away with using a little bit of cheaper players. But I just can't be bothered to start searching through the markets and searching through all the concepts to get the absolute cheapest player. This is where lazy buyers, if you sell to lazy buyers, I'm that guy right now that's purchasing from you. I'm that guy that's picking up a player for about 2 or 3k more than he's worth just to get the SBC done because I can't be bothered to search for the absolute cheapest player. So we'll search for Socrates here as well. Hopefully he shouldn't be much more than about 6k. Wow, he's even cheaper. 4K. No, see, 84s have already come way up in price. There's no way that the footbin solutions are going to be even close to right, I think. I think they're going to be way off the mark, and we're going to have to wait probably about an hour or so for the players to really sit where they're going to sit, basically, for the rest of the day. Oh, my God, everyone's picking up these Socrates like crazy. Let's pop... Oh, my God, Socrates is literally getting picked up everywhere. Come on, there's so many on the page here. There we go. So that's our second team done, guys. That's for a rare gold pack. It's such a bad pack to get as well. It really isn't worth it. So yeah, Papu Gomez is already coming in at 132k. And I personally believe that's only going to increase in price. I don't think he's going to get cheaper because of the 83, 84, 85 market was on the floor. So that's never going to go down. Like normally they'll hit a price and it will settle down as people find better solutions. That is such a terrible pack for an 85 rated an 85 rated squad. And then last but not least, we need an 84 rated squad, 65 chemistry with 1 French league player. I don't have enough 84 rated players, but we might have enough 83 rated players if we use one of these guys. I'm literally thinking like a Christian Eriksen or a Jordi Alba. Is Eriksen one of the lowest rated 88s? If he's down there as one of the low tier 88 cards, which he might be because he doesn't fit the meta this year, then I'll just throw him in and we'll be able to get away with 83s and 82s outside of that. So let's have a look at what the cheapest 88s are. And Christian Eriksen, 21k is the cheapest. Christian Eriksen is 45k, so I'm never going to use him. Jordi Alba's not going to be cheap enough. Kimmich is a loan card. Lacazette's not going to be cheap enough. All right, so what we'll do is we'll go and buy one of the cheap 88 cards. We'll go and buy Gerard Piqué, and then we'll just throw in... we'll just throw in a whole bunch of random 83s and 82s after that. Put concept players on. Because we should be able... I have like plenty... I think I have plenty of 83s anyway. So we'll now go to La Liga and just see what we can put together from there. And we'll throw in the French league player right at the very end. I don't think we need an inform on this one either. But we'll have to see. So Rodrigo can go. Borja Iglesias. I don't even have 83s. That's crazy. I've got a lot of 82s, but they're all strikers. So that's not very helpful either. Is that PK still going to be in there? Oh, I've accidentally taken him out. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit, maybe a little bit tougher than I thought in terms of just getting the easy chemistry. Let's pop these up. We only need 65, so it's not too intense. let's pop these guys in there anyway. Let's go and get that PK2 and pop Williams up in that left cam. Rodrigo into that, is that Rodrigo? Rodrigo into that right cam, PK into that left centre back, and then we'll go to the French League and get the last 4 spots. Hopefully, we've got some 83s and maybe an 84 in there. I have got that blue Depay, I believe, so we can use him because it's the gold Depay. We've got Idrissa Gueye. I'm not going to use Ben Yedder, of course. I don't mind using this red Benitez. He means nothing to me. So it's just going to be that PK that's hopefully going to give us the full rating once we get this team together here. And hopefully, again, we get the chemistry that we need, which we should, because we're going to put Benitez in there as well. That's 79.51 chem. Aouar can go in there. That's 54 chem. So I'll put PK in here, and then we'll just try and figure it out after that. So let me know what you guys think, of course, about this. I don't know if you guys are enjoying this content here. I think, as I say, I think EA have not necessarily done a great job. So that's only an 83 rated squad. So we're actually going to need a higher rated French League player. We're going to need another higher rated French League player. Let's go and get anyone. Let's go and see who we've got available. Concept players on from the French League. Maybe a Navas and PK. Do I want to be doing that? I don't really. Verratti would work. Although he wouldn't work for chemistry, really, would he? Who else have we got floating around? Icardi, but he wouldn't work for chemistry either. Ruffier would work. Let's see if we've got any other 84s around. Draxler would work as well. So let's try with these guys. Let's pop Draxler in instead of Inaki Williams, which does help for chemistry a little bit. Let's pop Ruffier in there instead of Lecomte. That does help for chemistry, not at all. Maybe we pop him up there. That doesn't help with chemistry either. Maybe Inaki Williams here will help for a little bit with chemistry. He won't either. Let's pop Verratti in instead of... let's actually put Depay in there. And then let's put Verratti in there. And that gives us the rating, as you would expect at that point. And swap those two around there. That doesn't quite give us chemistry, but I'll convert Borja Iglesias down just to be able to get this done and get this video over with. As I say, there's not a lot to play for now. And if you guys already ground out icon swaps and you've done everything that you need to do for that, you're going to be in a spot this week where there isn't a lot to go for. And so unless EA do give something for, unless EA give you something for Monday after Mbabu finishes, this game's going to be dead for a week or two until the next promo, which I couldn't even say when that would be. How much are these Verratti going for? Way less than 13k, 10.5k. Ooh, we're going to snipe that one. We did. How about that? I will pop him in there, and then Ruffier coming in. I can't imagine he's much more than like 6-7k. And again, guys, here's me lazy buying the players just to get this SBC. And I really do want to have a look. I did want to have a look at like the other cards that are available. Like I say, like Bale interests me a fair bit. Is PK this cheap? Oh, he is. Yeah, Bale and Depay as well. Depay looks very, very good. So we will have a brief look at some of these players real quick. Just to have a look at them, really. And wait, did that say small Prime Electrum players? Oh my God. For an 84 rated squad, a small Prime Electrum players pack. I'm telling you, man, EA have lost the plot here. This has gone from a good start to a really slow build to an absolute horrific second week. So you get to pick between either of these two. I would recommend heavily against Angelino. Yes, he's quite fast, but generally his card is extremely average. There's so many better left backs out there, and there's a lot of good CDMs as well. But if you're asking about the same value that EA are ranking these guys, Idrissa Gueye already has decent passing, very good dribbling for a CDM, very good defending, and very good physical for a CDM. A good anchor on him would work well, or maybe an engine on him would work well as well to boost that passing. But this looks like a card that would be fantastic. Medium high, good agility and balance, good reactions, good passing. With the anchor chem style, he will have spectacular defending and physical and very good pace. So I'm going to pick him personally. I can't imagine anyone will pick Angelino, even though he is likely to get a couple of upgrades. And then I'm not doing Gomez. I think that's a really, really bad SBC. And then we get a small, a small Prime Electrum Players pack. I don't know what EA are thinking on this one, guys. This is super, super bad. This might be one of the biggest rip-off Fridays we've ever had. I mean, that is diabolical. But before we go, A bit of a longer video here today. Before we go, let's go and take a look at Depay's card and Bale's card, because they look quite good. So an 86 Depay. Let's pop the minimum buy now on. There we go. Oh, did I not set that on? Minimum buy now should have been 100k there. Obviously, I don't want to be looking at Depay's for 10k. There we go, 101k. So yeah, he's coming in, I mean, expensive, and like rightly so. 3-star weak foot is a bit sad, but high-low work rates, 5-star skill moves, physical's brilliant, dribbling's very strong. Sniper chem style on him would go down well. That's a really good card. I don't know how Leon are doing either in terms of potentially getting upgrades. Let's have a look real quick at Leon, see if they're going to get an upgrade or two, or if they're even looking to go into the Europa League. So they're 3 points clear of Zenit in third place. Basically, they're going to be going into, at the very least, Europa League, probably qualifying. And then we've got Gareth Bale coming in. Obviously, a card that I'd be very interested in. Real Madrid looking quite good, of course. Very likely to qualify out of their group with Paris Saint-Germain. They are 5 points ahead of Club Rouge. I very much expect them to be able to go through and qualify, which means Gareth Bale will be getting at least one upgrade to an 87. And I want to see the upgrade on his first card to his second, on that 85 to the 86. If any, none have been packed. None of him have been packed. That's crazy. Let's go and have a look at Bale in concepts then. And then that's how we'll end off the video for today. Let's go and get... other than that, there's not really a lot going on now, is there? They've reduced the number of players available for you guys to pack. So he's been given 1 pace, 1 shooting, 2 passing, 2 physical, 1 dribbling, 1 defending. He needs a bit of agility and balance, but going up to an 87, and then he'll likely get up to like a 90 rated by the end of the Champions League, assuming Real Madrid pull it together and start doing what they normally do and get far in the competition. Other than that, even if he gets up to an 88 or an 89, he'll still have a remarkable card. I guess there's a reason why he's extinct. I don't know what his price range is, but yeah, it's only showing those ones. But that, guys, is going to be the end of the video for today. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rate, and comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.